What is up, and welcome back to Unhinge the World on TEW 9. This is episode 2, and we are in 2019. We're going to take a look back on 2018. So, I noticed on the first episode that the game wasn't quite centered on the screen. I was off to the right a little bit. My bad. It's hopefully looks better now, and hopefully I'll pay better attention in the future, and that won't happen. But anyways, let's get into the wrestling world, shall we? So this is January 1st, 2019. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over what happened on the second half of 2018. Because remember, we started in August of 2018, and now it's January of 2019. So the first thing I see here is that the wrestler of the year, the male wrestler of the year, is Kazuchika Okada. Okada's the male wrestler of the year. He doesn't have any titles or anything right now, but I want to go ahead and check him out. The female wrestler of the year is that Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné? It is Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is still in WWE here at this point. Company of the year is New Japan Pro Wrestling. Male tag team of the year is Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. Interesting. And they might be the Rev Pro Tag Team Champions. Wow. Minoru Suzuki is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion, and the Rev Pro British Tag Team Champions. He is killing it right now on the scene. Female Tag Team of the Year is the Hug and Boss Connection, Bayley and Sasha. This is Mercedes, but we all know it's Sasha and Bayley. Match of the Year is going to be from Hiroshima 2018, when it was Okada defeating Jay White. The show of the year is New Japan Pro Wrestling, King of Pro Wrestling 2018. We'll definitely have to check that one out. Male Wrestler of the Year, Young Male Wrestler of the Year is, I don't know what his name is, but this guy. Young Female Wrestler of the Year is Tessa Blanchard. What is she doing? She is the Crash Feminine Champion. All right. The Male Veteran Wrestler of the Year is Ishii. The Female Veteran of the Year is Mickie James. Where is she? She's in WWE still. Hardcore Country. The Male Independent Wrestler of the Year is Walter, the future Gunther. He was the PWG champion when we started, and it looks like he's added a few more titles to that list. The WXW World Champion and the Defiant Internet Champion. Walter. The Female Independent Wrestler of the Year is Bianca Belair. Why is she independent? She's in WWE. I don't understand why they call her independent, but that's cool. Male Manager of the Year is MVP. Female Manager of the Year is Alicia Fox. Male Play-by-Play is this guy. Female Play-by-Play is this person. Oh, Mickey Motai. Male Commentator of the Year is Nigel McGuinness. Female Commentator of the Year is who is this? I know who that is. That's Bull Nakano. Bull Nakano, everybody. Male Referee of the Year is this guy, Todd Sinclair. Female Referee of the Year is this person. As of midnight this morning, there's a new player in the wrestling industry. All Elite Wrestling has been officially announced, and along with it, All In 2, Double or Nothing. At press time, nothing is known of potential media rights deals or roster members, though certainly many names are hotly rumored. This adds a new wrinkle to the Elite's free agency situation and brings a new degree of competition between New Japan, Ring of Honor, and WWE. With one of the biggest free agents classes in wrestling history emerging, so many competitors vying for the number 2 position, there will be a clear winners and losers in what is looking like a brand new wrestling war. Dope. This is what I wanted to happen. I'm trying to see if anything else is significant. Not really. I'm glad that we were able to see that AEW announcement, though. That was pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Company Wars. And again, let's start small and work our way up big. So we'll start on page 4. One company went out of business because there was 2 companies on this page before. So I'm not sure who it was, but that's cool. Look, Pro Wrestling Eve is there. I think it was here before. So they've gone up a little bit. Who are their champions? B. Priestley is the champion since August. So B. Priestley won this title pretty recently, the Eve title, once we started the thing. Miko Satomura. All right, and vacant. Cool. There's not a lot of this side I want to see. I want to start mostly here on page 2. Let's go to PWG. Let's look at their champions. Walter is the world champion. He's held it this whole time, as long as we've been doing the save. And the PWT tag team champions are Flamita and Brody King. Brody King just loves tagging with luchadors, doesn't he? It's crazy. All right, let's look at the defenses here. It looks like he's had 3 defenses in the past few months. Like Jeff Cobb was a good one, 82. Wow. So he's had a few defenses on that. Sometimes I look at the entire history of a Fed, but sometimes I just look at the champions and the title defenses and kind of see what that looks like. Let's look at Shimmer. Shimmer, they are going strong. Their Heart of Shimmer champion is Dust, whoever Dust is. Their tag team champions are Jessica Havoc and Nevaeh. And their world champion is Nicole Savoy. Okay, that makes sense. And Nicole Savoy's held it since November of 2017. So Nicole Savoy's held it for this entire save so far. It's only been 6 months. That was Shimmer. What else do we want to see here? I don't know. Not much. If there's any promotions on this page that you guys are super interested in seeing, let me know, and we can probably cover it in the future. Here we go. Evolve. I think Matt Riddle was the Evolve champion. And now Joey Janela is the Evolve champion. That's cool. How did Joey Janela win it? Oh, one match. Joey Janela defeated Matt Riddle and Evolve. Okay, that makes sense. The tag team champions are Otison and Rocky Romero. All right. Let's see here. Game Changer Wrestling. They look like they've gone... Either they went down or they went up. I think they went up because I think they were on page 2 before. Let's see. I kind of want to see their whole roster, their whole history. It's not very much. They hired Brandon Tate. They hired Ross Von Erich, Minus Black. Ooh, Alex Zane. Ooh, Blake Christian. All right, GCW is going to go like real life. Eddie Kingston, Red Titus, Bill Alfonso, Tully Blanchard, Josh Barnett. All right, and now we get into some of these shows here. Joey Janela's lost in New York. Nick Gage got the win to retain his world title. Okay, cool. Let's see who the champions are. PCO is the Extreme Champion. We've had 2. We started off with Tony Deppen, and then we had Lester the Legend, and now we have PCO. The tag team champions are still Los Macizos, and the world champion is still the King, the God of this stuff, Nick Gage. All right. So Nick Gage is the champion there. NXT UK has gone down tremendously because I think they were in the top 5 or something, 5 or 8 before. Their money is bad, but that's okay. So they have the Grizzled Young Vets as the tag team champions. That's pretty cool. And they have Toni Storm as the first women's champion. All right, give it up for Toni Storm. And then Joe Coffey has defeated Pete Dunne for the NXT UK title. And that took place at an NXT UK show, it looks like. Yeah, number 5. So pretty early on. Who did Toni Storm beat for the women's title? Oh, Ginny. That's cool. Alright, so that's that. NWA, they're coming up a little bit. Remember how it was kind of a beginning for them too? Let's look and see if they crown their champions. The national champion is Punishment Martinez. Remember, he goes on to become Damian Priest in WWE. The U.S. Tag Team Champions are vacant. The Junior Heavyweight Champion is Daivari. The Tag Team Champions are vacant. The TV title is vacant. The Women's World Champion is Camille. And it was Jazz before, so Camille beat Jazz. The Women's Tag Team titles are vacant. And the World titles, Carlito Carlito defeated Nick Aldis at what point? At the anniversary show, Carlito defeated Nick Aldis for the NWA title. Wow. That's interesting. That's cool. Stardom is here. Let's see what Stardom is doing. I see Bull Nakano there too. Looks like Stardom still has the same champions. I think she's new. Yeah, Bea Priestley. So Bea Priestley's got a couple of titles now around the world. She's got 3. High Speed, Eve, and FCP Infinity Trophy. Wow. Bea Priestley's just taking over the world. Alright. Well, yeah, those are still pretty much the same champions. That's cool. DDT, Noah, MLW. How about them? Hammerstone better be a champion by now. Loki is still the champion. Has he had any defenses? Yeah, he had a few defenses. Wow. He had quite a few, actually. He defeated Sami Callihan. He defeated Davey Boy Jr. The middleweight title, Trey Miguel still. And the tag team champions are still the Lucha Brothers. They haven't had any defenses, though. No defenses for the Lucha Boys. They're doing good. MLW. Let's get over to Impact. Impact. Knockouts World Champion is still Su Young. The World Champion is still Austin Aries. The Tag Team Champions. Oh, wow. Alberto El Patron beat Brian Cage for the X Division title. Alberto El Patron is the Impact Wrestling X Division champion. It's kind of sad. All right. AAA, Lucha Libre. I don't really remember who the other champions were too much. That's the same, I believe. I think they're different. That's the same. Oh, she won it from Fabio Apache at some point. And Phoenix won this title from Jeff Jarrett. Wow. Verno defeated Jeff Jarrett by disqualification, but then Phoenix won the title in a 70 rated match with Jeff Jarrett and Bandito in a triple threat. Wow. Ring of Honor. The women's champion is Tenille Dashwood. She beat Sumi Sakai. The world champion is Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana defeated Jay Lethal. Cody and Young Bucks are still the trios. Oh, the Best Friends won the tag titles. They beat the Briscoes for him. And Christopher Daniels is the TV champion. He defeated Punishment Martinez, future Damian Priest. All right, I'm going to take a quick intermission. You guys aren't going to notice anything because I'm going to clip it out, but I'm going to come back, and then we're going to run down the top 5 promotions of 2019. All right, so now we're going to go over the top 5. I'm back, by the way. You guys didn't even notice. It was like boom, boom, 3 seconds, not even 3 seconds. Okay, CMLL is the number 5 company in the world right now in January of 2019. They have some top stars. I don't know if they signed anybody cool. Let's take a look at their champions, though. There's so many titles right now in CMLL that it overwhelms me, kind of. But you know what? That's fine. And in fact, there's so many championships that whoever made this mod repeated a title. So there's one title in here twice. But you know what? We're just going to ignore that. Because this is a fantasy world. And so in the fantasy world, it makes sense. Verno is... the Minis champion? What's he doing? Is Verno's not a mini? It's weird. He is a mini. Wait, what? Oh, wait, this is not a Verno. This is a Cerno. Wow, okay. I just got tricked. That's a Cerno, not a Verno. A Cerno apparently is a mini. Yeah, they're still tag team champions. Alright, we're good here. Alright, so let's move on to the top 4 companies now. The number 4 company in the world is NXT. And NXT is interesting because, you know, they're WWE's child company, but they had a really good roster at this time. They had a lot of TV tapings. Miko Satomura left. She actually left, right? Yeah, she's in other promotions outside of WWE. Caitlyn left. Interesting. All right. I didn't even know she was there in 2018. Adam Cole was recalled. Aleister Black was recalled. Angelo Dawkins, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, Nikki Cross, Ricochet, Roddy Strong, Shawn Michaels got recalled, Steve Cutler got recalled, Ciampa, Wesley Blake, William Regal, Beth Phoenix. Okay, so basically the entire NXT roster got recalled. And Trent Seven is gone, whatever that means. Where did he go? He went, okay, a bunch of other places. Oh, he's in NXT UK. That's fine. Tyler Bate probably went back to NXT UK as well. We had TakeOver War Games. All right, let's take a look at TakeOver War Games. Let's see. We ended it with a Montez attacking Hansen. Hansen defeated Montez to retain the NXT North American title in the main event. All right. Dijak, Ono, and Pure Hatred defeated the Enclave in, I'm assuming, a War Games match. Lacey Evans. Okay. Let's not look at that. Also, Kairi Sane was recalled. So a lot of people got called to the main roster. So I don't know even who's in NXT right now. I guess it's these guys. Dakota Kai, Leo Rush, Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno is a top star in NXT. Shane Thorne, Bobby Fish, who's hurt. Keith Lee, Donovan Dijak, Tegan Knox, Montez Ford. All right, who are our champions? NXT champion is Jackson Riker. Wow, so Tommaso Ciampa got recalled. The title went vacant. And Jackson Riker. This guy is freaking Gunner, isn't he? Gunner from TNA? Phil Shatter? Okay. Jackson Riker defeated Raymond Rowe, Keith Lee, and Bobby Fish in a fatal four-way for the NXT title. Wow, okay. And he actually beat quite a few people along the way. Nobody of real substance, but that's okay. The NXT North American Champion was vacated when Adam Cole got called up to the main roster, and Hansen now is the NXT North American Champion. And Hansen defeated Keith Lee for the title, which is pretty cool, I guess. Well, there's that match just happened, right? Takeover. We just looked at that one. Takeover War Games. The tag team champions are Leo Rush and Otis. Okay, that's random. Leo Rush and Otis defeated the Undisputed Era on NXT. And we have Lacey Evans as the NXT Women's Champion, who apparently defeated Shayna Baszler, which I don't buy it. In a cage match, actually, in November. Okay, well. Hopefully Shayna got called up. I don't think I remember saying Shayna's name, but hopefully Shayna got called up as well. So the number 3 company now is AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Now, when we last left off on this on this show, on this video, AEW was just a group of people called the Elite. But look, they have risen to medium size. They're doing well. They're number 3 in the world. Let's take a look at their 2018, what that looked like. They got some broadcasting. They got some Von Erichs. They got a few people. They signed actually quite a few people here. Probably handshake deals, right? Jim Cornette. Let's see. Oh, the Tyrus. Ouch. They got quite a few people here. And then, Dark Sheik. Wow. And then All In. All In happened. So here's All In. The main event, Cody defeated Rey Mysterio and Christopher Daniels in a triple threat cage match. Feature match was Kenny Omega versus Frankie Kazarian in a ladder match. Marty Scurll, Chris Jericho, and Simon Gotch defeated Scorpio Sky and the Von Erichs. Kazuchika Okada defeated Flip Gordon. Kota Ibushi and the Briscoes defeated... Mark Briscoe. Never mind. Okay, but yeah, so this is an okay show. They did well. It was a 71. It was a sellout. Good for them. We announced All In 2. Rey Mysterio, let's see. Kota Ibushi leaves. Rey Mysterio leaves. Daniels leaves. Okada leaves. Because these guys are all New Japan, and they're loaned to the Elite at this point, and so they have to go back to New Japan, right? Let's see. Eddie Edwards got hired. Yeah, they hired a bunch of people. They got TV deals. Chris Jericho had a show on his boat. On his boat. Wow, Kenny Omega versus Simon Gotch was in 87. That's wild. Yeah, they got a bunch of people. A bunch of people left, actually. And then I'm trying to see. Being the Elite assigned a deal. Being the Elite. 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 Where does it show that they changed to actually AEW? It doesn't really show that, does it? Or does it just actually, it's today. It just happened today, right? January 1st. So we'll see it tomorrow. I don't know. But they did change AEW, which is pretty cool. And they're third in the world. They got a ton of money. Tony Khan is the owner. Cody Rhodes is the booker. And Kenny Omega and stuff is their... Let's see. There's no world champion yet. All the titles are vacant. That's cool. They just started. They just started today, I believe. January 1st. So that's actually really exciting. Here we go. Booking the Elite to return. Being the Elite to return. I don't know. But they rose to medium size. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Let's take a look at their titles. The G1 Climax winner was Tanahashi. Minoru Suzuki, we went over this, is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He beat Kenny Omega for it at Power Struggle in November in a 95 rated match. Wow. Intercontinental Champion is Kota Ibushi, who beat Chris Jericho at King of Pro Wrestling in a 92 rated match. Wow. The Junior Heavyweight Champion is Tachi, who defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. Where? Right here. Fighting Spirit Unleashed in a 71. Pretty good. Bushi and Tiger Mask are the Tag Team Champions. The other Tag Team Champions are still the Young Bucks. They probably had some good defenses though, right? They had one defense. It was a 69. U.S. title is still Juice. The Never Openweight title is Go-To. Oh wow, what a six-person tag title that is right there. The Best Friends and Tiger Mask. We already saw that. Yeah, there we go. That's New Japan. They're doing some good stuff too. New Japan's having some great matches. Look at this, all 99s. Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada versus Jay White. Okada versus Ishii. Omega versus Ishii. Jericho versus Ibushi. Alright, number 2 on this list is New Japan. We just looked at New Japan. What am I doing? The number 1 promoted company in the world is WWE. Let's take a look at what they did all year. Daniel Bryan decided to stick around a little bit longer. They hired El Liederman. That's pretty interesting, right? I wonder how that works out for all parties involved. Elijah Burke. Kid Lycos got hired here. Aaron Stevens got hired back. Ricky Knight Jr. Oh, you know what? They have NXT UK. So they're probably going to be putting some people. Luchasaurus. Wow, WWE hired good old Luchasaurus. AEW legend. Alright, we had a SummerSlam. AJ Styles defeated Dean Ambrose in the main event to retain the title. Dolph Ziggler beat Bobby Lashley to defend the Intercontinental title. Interesting. I swear, WWE needs 6-man titles. SmackDown Live. They have a hostile attitude towards Impact. Sting is the inner circle. That's pretty cool. Rey Mysterio joins WWE. They rehired him. As soon as they could, I bet. Hell in a Cell. And then these are the guys who we listed earlier that got recalled. I wonder how they're all doing on the main roster now. If any of them are champions. I wonder if Adam Cole is the WWE champion. Crown Jewel. This is in Saudi Arabia. Maybe it's not. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Dean Ambrose defeated Finn Balor and Triple H to retain the WWE Championship. The Shield defeated Team Hell No and The New Day. Nakamura is still the U.S. champion. Alexa Bliss. I don't even see any of the new people. Carmella and Ember Moon are the women's tag team champions. Oh, there's Angelo Dawkins. Alright, well, let's keep going. Survivor Series. Wyatt. Adam Cole, Dolph Ziggler, Team Hell No. Well, Adam Cole is the main event there. It's kind of neat, I guess. Dean Ambrose defeated Finn Balor, Rusev, and Andrade in a fatal 4-way. Nakamura defeated Shane McMahon. Alexa Bliss defeated Sasha Banks to Women's Wrestler of the Year. The Bludgeon Brothers defeated the Usos. The WWE didn't really hire a lot of people. There's TLC. Sarah Logan left. All right. Well, let's take a look at who the champions are, and then maybe we'll get the heck out of here. Dean Ambrose defeated AJ Styles at some point. It looks like at Hell in a Cell. I think we skipped that one. Probably in a Hell in a Cell. Dash Wilder. Cash Wheeler. Wow, Dash Wilder. I forgot about that name. He's the Raw Tag Team Champion and the Cruiserweight Champion. He must have defeated Cedric Alexander. He defeated him at TLC, the one that we skipped. Intercontinental Champion. Dolph Ziggler still. He had quite a few defenses actually, some nice ones too. Against Matt Hardy right there. Okay, I see you, Dolph Ziggler. You're doing well. Raw Tag Team Champions, FTR, or the Revival, I should say. They had it. Apollo Crews and Bobby Roode won it, and then the Revival won it from them. They won it at SummerSlam, Apollo and Bobby Crews, and the Revival won it on a random Raw. Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers. Oh, Carmella is still the SmackDown Women's Champion. That's cool. Good for her. She had a few wins. And, oh, she's not the Tag Team Champion. Where's WWE Women's Tag Team Champions? Did I just make that up? I thought I saw that. I thought I saw that she won that. Maybe I'm just tripping. Brock is still this champion. Has had no defenses. Oh, and Aleister Black defeated Nakamura at some point. Aleister Black defeated Nakamura on SmackDown. And he defended against Nakamura, Ty Dillinger, and Ricochet. Wow, in a 79 on TLC. And he recently defended against Samoa Joe on SmackDown in another in a 74. So these guys are doing really well, WWE, 2018. So let's go ahead and skip forward to the next year, which is going to be 2019. Or, we're in 2019 now, so we're going to skip to 2020, but we're going to go through 2019. I know, I'm confusing myself. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. Comment on what you are liking about this, what promotions you like. Maybe if there's a promotion you want to see. Maybe there's a stat you want to see. Like, I could probably do the top 100s matches next time. I'm just trying to do this, get this one out there and check it out and have a lot of fun with it. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Also, subscribe and like and all that fun stuff.